Hello, my name is Tan Tien. I was born and raised in a rural area of the Mekong Delta in Vietnam. My life is closely connected to the waterways, surrounded by canals and shrimp ponds, where the gentle waves ripple with the breeze. If you enjoy watching life in the Vietnamese countryside, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Your support gives me the motivation to keep going out and making more new videos. Thank you so much for supporting me. This morning, the sky was gray and overcast. It looked like rain was on the way, so I took the opportunity to gather some wild greens to make a simple soup. This wild vegetable grows naturally, and people around here are very familiar with it. It has a slightly bitter taste, but it's delicious when cooked with fish, pork, or shrimp. This is the rainy season in my hometown. Rainy days are more common than sunny ones, giving the countryside a quiet, misty, and peaceful atmosphere. This is one of the simplest and most common ways people in the Mekong Delta travel across the waterways. I asked my husband to catch a fish for breakfast. In the countryside, we don't always have to buy our food. We can pick vegetables from the garden and catch shrimp, fish, and crabs from the ponds or rice fields. So we don't spend much on food, but our meals are still fresh, delicious, and nutritious. It looks like the rain has made the fish less interested in biting today. My husband has been fishing for quite a while, but he still hasn't caught anything. Maybe we won't be having fish for breakfast this morning. As the village wakes up, these two uncles begin their day the way they always have, sitting side by side, sipping hot tea, sharing stories, and enjoying a quiet cigarette. Time seems to slow down here. It's a simple morning ritual, yet it reflects the warmth of rural life, where neighbors are more like family, and every conversation carries the comfort of genuine human connection. While my husband is out fishing, it's my turn to feed our civets. They are one of the main sources of income for our family. Do people raise animals like these where you live? In Vietnam, civets are protected wild animals. Anyone who wants to raise them must first obtain permission from the government. Our farm mainly supplies civets for commercial farming, as well as to other licensed farms for breeding programs. Civets are quite valuable in Vietnam, so raising them can provide a stable and rewarding income for families like ours. They're actually quite easy to raise. Their diet mainly consists of bananas, along with fish, shrimp, crabs, and blue swimmer crabs. Compared with animals like pigs, chickens, or ducks, caring for civets is much less demanding. They are quiet animals and rarely make any noise, so the farm stays peaceful. It's one of the things I enjoy most about raising them. If you enjoy watching my life in the Vietnamese countryside, I'd really appreciate it if you could follow my page and leave a like. Your support means a lot to me and encourages me to share more videos with you. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and I'll do my best to reply. This is my uncle, and he's in his 60s. Every day he wakes up long before sunrise. While most people are still asleep, he's already out on the river checking his fishing nets. By the time morning arrives, he's back home with the day's catch. What he catches depends a lot on the tides. On some days, the river is generous. On others, it offers much less. His nets usually bring in tilapia, climbing perch, tiny freshwater shrimp, and crabs. If the catch is good, he'll sell some at the local market. If it's only a little, he keeps it for the family's meals. Whenever he's lucky enough to catch more than enough, he always shares some with us too. That's one of the things I love most about living in the countryside. People don't just share food, they share kindness. Today, my husband went fishing but didn't catch any fish. Luckily, my uncle gave our family some fresh, tiny shrimp that he had caught in the river. Now I'm picking through some vegetables that I harvested earlier this morning, and I'll pound the shrimp to make a simple soup for breakfast. Back home in the countryside, not every meal needs to be fancy. Fresh ingredients from the garden and the river are all we need to make a warm and comforting meal. That's one of the things I love most about life in rural Vietnam. Whether we have a lot or a little, we always appreciate what nature provides and never hesitate to share it with one another. Now it's time to prepare a simple breakfast. Today I'm making a pot of shrimp soup. I also keep some dried tofu at home for rainy days or for times when it's not convenient to go to the market. First, I'll soak the dried tofu until it's soft, then squeeze out the excess water, season it with a few simple spices, and fry it until it's golden and crispy. With the shrimp soup and the fried dried tofu, we have two simple dishes for breakfast. They may not be fancy, but meals like this always remind me that good food doesn't have to be expensive. Fresh ingredients, simple cooking, and sharing the table with family are more than enough to make a meal special. Outside is still raining. Showers like this can last for hours in the countryside, so most people prefer to stay at home. That's why I always keep a few dried ingredients in my kitchen. With a handful of fresh vegetables from the garden and some tiny shrimp from the river, it's easy to prepare a warm meal for the family.
Wow. Em bỏ vô. Hả? Của em khi nào bị đổ?
Today, our child is spending the day with their grandparents. so it's just the two of us at the breakfast table this morning. The meal is simple, but it's more than enough for us. After a busy morning, being able to sit down and enjoy a warm meal together is something I truly appreciate. I believe happiness doesn't always come from big or extraordinary things. Sometimes it's simply sharing a quiet meal with the person you love. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me and joining me on this peaceful day in the Vietnamese countryside. I hope these simple moments brought you a little sense of peace and relaxation wherever you are in the world. If you enjoy videos about rural life and simple home-cooked meals, I'd really appreciate it if you could follow my channel and leave a like. Your support encourages me to keep sharing more of our daily life with you. Thank you again for watching all the way to the end. I wish you good health, happiness, and many joyful moments with your loved ones. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.